Hello everyone, Mariko Berg, Realtor with Bridgewell Real Estate Group. Welcome to the Bridgewell YouTube channel. My name is Mariko. I'm a realtor in the Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada area, and I talk about all things real estate. So real estate market updates, news, information for buyers and sellers to make your real estate journey absolutely amazing. So definitely check out the blog, check out the other YouTube videos in the vlog, and subscribe, and you will be kept up to date all the time. For those of you that are back, welcome back. I am filming at my house in Port Moody today instead of the regular spot, which is my condo in Coquitlam with my nice and fancy office. This one's a little bit messier, but c'est la vie. So, getting into the nitty-gritty of these CMHC changes, I did just want to get this video out as fast as possible for you guys. CMHC, if you haven't heard about them already, they are the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. So they are one of the big headliners that, provide this mortgage default insurance for people that put less than 20% down. So if you are a buyer that is purchasing a property under the $1 million mark, then you have the option to put less than 20% down based on the minimum down payment requirements. But if you put less than 20% down, you are going to have to qualify for mortgage default insurance because you are essentially considered a high ratio mortgage and a more risky type of buyer that has a higher likelihood of defaulting because you're putting less amount of money towards your purchase. At least that's how the bank sees it. So you are going to be required to qualify for default mortgage insurance, and then you're going to have to pay a premium for that mortgage insurance on top of the regular purchasing costs and things like that. So that's who it's going to affect. And so CMHC has essentially announced that they are going to be making changes to their minimum credit score requirement, how the down payment funds are calculated, and then most importantly, the debt service ratios. So what this means is that, specifically with the debt service ratios, that the affordability for a home buyer is going to be shaved off about 10 to 12%. And that's a pretty big amount for a lot of people to have their affordability for a mortgage reduced 10 to 12%. And so CMHC has said that the reason why they're doing this is because they anticipate about a 9 to 18% drop in the real estate market over the next 12 months. And so whether or not that is actually going to happen, it's very hard to say. Nobody has a crystal ball. But at the end of the day, that's why they're saying that they are going to be lowering the amount that people can qualify for. They're also concerned about default rates rising with the amount of mortgage deferrals that were, put in place during COVID. And so that's why they have said that they need to raise the minimum credit score from the 600 number that it was before to a minimum of 680 for at least one buyer in the purchase. So these are really big deals. It's going to shave off a lot of home buyers that were just on the cusp of being able to purchase, especially if, they were wanting to upsize or they needed a little bit more space. Their affordability was already minimized. So a lot of people were freaking out about this because this is going to be effective as of July 1st, 2020. So in order to qualify with CMHC based on the old requirements, with that additional or original affordability that you would have and not be impacted that 10 to 12%, you would have to have a firm deal prior to July 1st. So that is really the news, and those are the changes. But the good news, or good for some people, I guess, depending on how you see it, is that CMHC isn't the only default mortgage insurer in Canada. There's also Genworth, and then there's also Canada Guaranty. So a lot of people were waiting to see whether or not Canada Guaranty and Genworth would follow suit, and they have just made an announcement a few days ago saying that they are not going to be implementing the changes that CMHC made, and that they are going to be working with the original requirements that they had. So just because CMHC is making these changes doesn't mean that you are not going to have any options if you need to still have the original affordability that were made pre these changes, or if your credit score doesn't meet that 680 minimum requirement. you should still be okay, and you might be able to qualify for Canada Guarantee or Genworth. So I have had some people ask me what the difference is and if there's, an additional premium or anything for the other two insurers. And so I talked to a couple mortgage brokers about this, and the answer that I got back was that there's very little difference between CMHC, Genworth, and Canada Guarantee. And for the most part, their underwriting guidelines are very similar and their premiums are identical. So the main difference right now is just that CMHC is becoming a little bit more restrictive in their applications, but Genworth and Canada Guarantee are not going to follow suit. So that's going to be good news for a lot of people, and I think that it's not something that is always, communicated as well in the news. I know that CMHC is the big headliner, but I do just want to let you guys know that there are still other options if you are a buyer that is putting less than 20% down for mortgage default insurance. So I hope that this video was helpful for you guys, and if you have any questions, I am more than happy to help, or at least connect you with a mortgage broker that can point you in the right direction. I would recommend that if you have a pre-approval existing, that you talk to your mortgage broker and just double check on that pre-approval, make sure that it's still going to be okay, and of course see whether or not that CMHC change is going to affect you, and make sure that you can still qualify with Genworth and Canada Guarantee, because a lot of these times with these mortgage applications, it's person by person. Everybody has their own situation, their own case, and so it's always good not to assume, and just double check in with your mortgage broker. So yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I hope that this video was informative for you. Again, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like this video, comment below if you have any questions. And of course, if you are looking to purchase in the near future, I am more than happy to help you. Again, my name is Mariko, and I'm with Bridgewell Real Estate Group. We are one of the top teams in all of the Greater Vancouver area and also in the Tri-Cities, and I would be more than happy to help with any purchase or sale. I was going to say that the market's actually been quite interesting. It's been heating up a lot during the last couple weeks. I'm interested to see whether or not this CMHC change is going to be fueling home buyers to enter into the market. I know that I had some people that were definitely wanting to get a move on with this change. So it was nice that they have other options now with Genworth and Canada Guarantee, so they don't need to feel so pressured to buy prior to July 1st. So that was really big news, and I have been dealing with quite a few purchases and sales all the way throughout COVID, and I do have a couple new listings that are out right now. If you guys are looking for a 2-bedroom in Port Moody, a condo, I have an awesome listing with also 2 parking stalls in the heart of Cedarbrooke. I have a 1-bedroom plus den plus workstation in the Burquitlam area of Burquitlam or Coquitlam West. That is an awesome one as well. That's a condo, 1 parking stall, 1 storage locker, really great property. And then I have a 3-bedroom townhouse in Burke Mountain in Coquitlam too. So really exciting stuff going on our end. We also have a lot of buyers that are out and about. So yeah. If you guys are looking for information relevant to, how COVID has impacted the market or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. And I hope you guys have a really great day. And I'll make sure to keep you guys updated moving forward if there's any other changes with this whole mortgage default insurance realm of things. But have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I am always here if you need me. Bye, guys.